Welcome back to How to Cake It. I'm Yolanda, and this week we are gearing up for Cinco de Mayo, so I am caking an avocado. It doesn't rhyme. I just thought I'd make it flow. Please subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I have a new video. To make my avocado, I baked vanilla cake in an egg-shaped pan, but first I had to dye my batter the perfect avocado color. You bake two halves, much like a sphere pan, so I like to level the cakes in the pan. If your cake sort of bakes over the lip a little, as mine did, I used a smaller knife to cut away the crust so that I could see the top of the pan before leveling. The next thing I need to do to the two halves of my egg are remove all the caramelization. So I put them flat side down and then just use a serrated knife to cut away all the caramelization from the domed side of each cake. We just want to see avocado yellow cake at this point. Now I'm gonna hold my two halves together and carve the avocado shape. Because I baked this in an egg pan, there really isn't that much shaping to do. I just sort of tapered in what would be the neck of the avocado. If you can't find an egg pan, you could alternatively bake this in a sphere pan. You'll just have more cake to carve away. Avocados have a big pit inside, so I need to create a crevice inside. What a crevice. A secret chamber. I started thinking about what I would use as the pit, and I decided on a Kinder egg. And so what I did is I just split open the Kinder egg along the seam. I just used the tip of my paring knife, and then I melted some cocoa candy melts and filled the inside of each half of the egg. I actually filled 2 eggs just in case. Plus, I can give the toy to my son and get bonus points. Once the halves of the eggs were filled, I put them in the fridge to chill and set up so that it will be sturdier when it's the pit inside my avocado cake. Once they're fully set, I'm going to lay one half on one half of my avocado cake with the flat side down, and then I'm going to center it and position it where I want it and just trace around it with the top of my paring knife. And then I use a spoon to scoop out that area of cake so that my pit will be nestled perfectly inside the secret. Now I want to simple syrup these cakes with the help of Sir Squeeze-A-Lot so that they stay nice and moist. Avocados are far from dry. I use a little bit of chocolate spread on top of one half and sandwich both halves together to create a solid chocolate egg. In order to sandwich my avocado cakes together, I melted some green and yellow candy melts and blended them together until they matched the color of my cake. I spread a thin layer onto one half of my avocado cake, gently placed my chocolate pit in, and then I sandwiched the other half of the avocado cake on top. Again, you can fill in any gaps in the seams of the cake with some more of your avocado colored chocolate. It's time to crumb coat and chill this avocado. However, I need to color my buttercream to the perfect avocado green. Ooh. Like that green goodness that's right near the skin of an avocado. If you like making food cakes as much as I do and get creative making cakes look like your favorite food, there is a food cake playlist right over here that you can check out.
What else is in there, Yo?
Ooh, grilled cheese. Burger, pizza. Help me out here, Jess.
Spaghetti.
Oh yes! Spaghetti and meatballs. Watermelon.
Oktoberfest.
Pineapple.
Okay, cool.
Turkey!
Oh yeah.
How could I forget turkey? That's my favorite. Now that my buttercream is the right color, I'm going to crumb coat and chill this avocado.
Your crumb coat and chill dance has to incorporate Star Wars and Cinco de Mayo. Go.
Hold on. I don't even know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna do a like. That's my lightsaber. And if you want the May the Cake Be With You t-shirt, it's at howtocakeit.com. My crumb coat is chilled. Time to ice this cake with a nice layer of my avocado green buttercream and chill it once again. Once your buttercream is chilled, and you really do want it to be chilled for the next step, you can smooth out the ridges using a small icing spatula and get the avocado nice and smooth. At this point, I started to get really hungry. I did, I wanted guacamole. I've colored some fondant to resemble avocado skin, which is a very dark green, but almost with a brown undertone, a very natural dark green. I roll the fondant out about 1/8 of an inch thick, making sure it's large enough to drape over my cake. Pick it up on my French rolling pin and drape it over, and then I use my hands, as usual when I have a soft rounded cake, to smooth it all over the cake, tucking the fondant underneath. Then I cut away some of the excess, but not right at the base, and I decided to flip. I flipped an avocado, I know. I decided to flip my avocado onto a soft floral sponge, and then just bring all the excess fondant up around the bottom, trimming away the excess. I thought I was really clever. I figured that because the turkey skinator worked so well for turkey skin,
you can get your turkey skin creator right here on How to Cake It.
clearly it could help me create the texture of avocado skin. No.
No?
No, it wasn't deep enough. It wasn't like wrinkly enough. So I decided to use some tin foil that I crumpled up. Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Yeah. So this we're gonna put on howtocakeit.com as well. We're gonna call it the avocado skinator. I use my avocado skinator to press gently into the fondant all around the avocado. It's a delicate, rare tool. It's only available at howtocakeit.com. Don't think you can just go to your dollar store and get some tin foil and crumple it up. You can't. I'm going to pre-crumple it for you. Once I was happy with my avocado texture, I decided to paint this cake and give the avocado color a little more oomph. You know, when I look at avocados, I'm like, they've got it. They've got the oomph. I mix a little bit of avocado food coloring with brown food coloring, and then I dilute it with some clear food grade alcohol. I paint this mixture over the entire surface of the cake to give depth to the color, and then I put the cake in the fridge to chill and let the paint dry. Avocado skin looks different in the ripening process. And the problem I found with avocados is you buy them, you can't wait to eat them, and they're like, I'm not ripe, 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 I'm ripe! I'm bad. That's the problem with them.
And I think the ripeness lasts 7 minutes? Yeah, you have a 7-minute
window to eat the avocado. When I made my watermelon cake, which you can watch right over here, otherwise known as Walter Melon, I had to make a nub for the top of him. So avocados have a nub too, and they kind of stick out a bit from the avocado. I used a small amount of tan colored fondant, like less than an ounce, and I just molded and sculpted a little nub using some sculpting tools, and I used a star piping tip to just create texture. And finally, I painted the nub with a little bit of brown food coloring diluted with clear food grade alcohol. This giant avocado is looking a little bit shiny, so what I did is I used some light cocoa powder and a soft brush and brushed it all over the surface. It just dissolves on the surface and absorbs, and it mattifies the avocado color. I had to eat this avocado cake the way you eat an avocado. I cut it open around the pit and separated the halves, and then I just dug in with a spoon. It was perfectly ripe. I got the 7-minute window. Thank goodness. Thank you for watching How to Cake It. Please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I've made a new cake.